And it's time for the final goodbye to the Mission Impossible series, and we couldn't have it without having our Mission Impossible expert here, right here, in the center of the frame.
Oh, Tom Cruise is coming.
You know who he is. He just spoke. Manoj, how emotional are you about this?
I am I don't really know if they're actually done, but I'm also kind of glad that this is the last part because it's always better to go off on a high rather than to just prolong it. And the last
movie was not a high, so
yeah, the last movie, but still, it was not that bad of a movie. It was still a pretty decent.
It was not a bad movie. It was a forgettable movie because I've already forgot the plot.
And after Fallout, you couldn't have that. Because Fallout was like one of the best action movies in recent times. So.
And I would say they actually had a big moments in the last film that killed a character, this and that, but it was so
the impact was kind of missing. Yeah. And no, I still don't believe that she's dead. Something feels
No,
if she had fallen off a helicopter or from a building and we never saw a body, we saw a body. So I think
that's true. But I think considering this is the last movie, like presumably the last movie, all of us should take two of our hands like this. All of us, come on, 2 hands like this, and yeah.
And that's the way, guys. Let's watch this final trail of Mission Impossible. We are in anxiety. Let's go. All right. That was Top Gun.
Our lives are not defined by any one action. Our lives are the sum of our choices.
Wait, are they shots from previous films?
Everything you are, everything you've done has come to this.
The need for certainty is absolute, and the odds are deemed impossible. The mission falls to him.
Should he choose to accept?
Nice. It's like Avengers, no? Endgame trailer.
Tried to save. You gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on Earth is your responsibility.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That's the
yes, he's
You refuse to sacrifice the ones you hold close.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, running again.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, they de-aged him.
probably.
I think there are some
my God.
On the
flashbacks.
right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You know that's real.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
One last time.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Yeah.
One
That hit.
last time. I think that plane sequence, no, where he's flying off it. I think it was the
Yeah.
same thing when they did that promo. When he's close to his face and he's talking, then the camera goes and then you see he's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
flying.
I think that's going to be the marketable stunt this time around.
Okay, that's the
Yeah,
point I
like
would talk about.
Yeah.
I think
Jump.
last time they did a big mistake hyping up that stunt.
Yeah.
Because that stunt was just a 30-second thing in the movie. So they hyped it up
wasn't
so
even the
much.
climax.
Yeah, and you were
Yeah.
waiting for it to happen. And he goes and he does, and then cut to, and he just lands in the train. So it just felt like such a underwhelming, the hype you build up. So
Yeah.
I think they should not do any stunt in this. Oh, we did this, we did that.
If you look at in the past, they started doing the stunt marketing from the fourth one. If I remember correctly.
Burj Khalifa, yeah.
And
Burj
But
Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, again, that sequence is long. It's almost 10, 15 minutes long.
That was my point. Like the Burj Khalifa sequence was a long sequence, so you were not done with it just like that.
Yeah.
And even after that, there was a chase scene and everything. So it just kept escalating, and it was done well. In Rogue Nation, the marketable stunt was a plane, him on the side of the plane,
Yeah.
and
it happens in the beginning.
yeah, so that was actually kind of smart. They were like, okay, now you don't know what will happen. We'll show this in the first 5 seconds itself. itself, and done.
Even
And
the
the
water
sixth
sequence, right? Where
yeah, what the sequence was again? Yeah, that was actually done as a single shot, but in the movie they sort of cut it because the pacing was being affected. So that's whatever. But in the sixth one, they were sort of marketing the Halo jump more, but the helicopter fight and the bathroom fight sort of took the cake in the end. People were more excited for that. So I think the marketable stuff is always kind of a misdirect. But in the seventh one, it was not really like it just got over, but it was too short, and you were like, oh, that's it.
tell me, last movie,
Yeah.
what's the stunt you really remember? Like as you said, Rob, you remember something from 4, 5th, 6th, but
Yeah.
what about 7?
I actually remember the climax where the train
train,
falls
yeah,
and
yeah.
is jumping to escape.
Yeah,
Like going to a different thing, and the car chase scene was kind of fun.
And the train actually fell. Like that was
Yeah.
They
For me,
marketed
it was
that.
these two. The train one reminded me of a game almost. Like they had to go to each
Yeah.
compartment.
Yeah.
Just
What do you call
going
that,
down.
Varun? That scroller?
Side scroller.
Side
No,
scroller.
there's one
Endless
more.
runner.
Endless runner.
Oh, okay.
Like, you just keep hopping.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think.
But what else? There was a desert sequence which
And for me, the car
felt-
chase was fun.
which in the trailers
car
felt would be
chase.
cool, but it just ended up as
Yeah, for
And
me,
she shoots with a sniper rifle
Yeah.
and something.
Yeah. and they think she's dead first again. And
Oh,
again.
the tiny car. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
was
saying. The car chase scene was a lot of fun. Like where he's like handcuffed and they sort of have to drive it. I thought that was really fun. The way they sort of did that.
I have an idea. We should do a ranking of all the Mission Impossible action sequences from every film. Action
We can
sequences
do
and
that.
action set pieces.
We can do that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But coming back to this, like my point being that when you market it, it can't just end in 10 seconds. Like in that way, like or it should be like Mr. Muscle 5, where you just do it in the starting and you're done with it. If you have this somewhere close to the climax, it has to be
Like everyone's waiting for it. Like, right?
Yeah, so we thought there was more to it, but it just got over like that, and you were like, oh, that's
And
it?
honestly, that video where they build a ramp is more thrilling than watching a CG, a mountain and he's taking, like, it's CG. It's very obvious.
Yeah. That's true.
That also throws you, like, takes away the thrill, because that ramp thing actually they build at a height and this and that. That's more thrilling. That video, 9-minute video, is more thrilling than this whatever sequence you got in the film.
That's true. And I think one other thing for me that didn't work in 7 was the villain angle. Like from Henry Cavill, you went to this, and that just didn't sit right with me, because like AI, I think in this movie they might build more on it, because he has a past with that agent and everything. So I think they're going to dive more into
Yeah, I had forgotten it was AI. When you said that, I remember. Oh yeah, it was just some voice, right?
Yeah. And it didn't really. And there was
But
one guy.
I
there
like
was one character. Yeah.
No, actually, I like it being AI, like a technology, whatever you want to call it, like Ultron. Not Ultron. Don't give it a face. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And I don't want it like, actually, it's a man behind AI who hates. No, I want that nonsense. I want him
It
to
has
go
to
up
be.
against technology
But
itself.
they have to find a more engaging way, because in the 7th one, it was still fine, but you were like craving
See,
for something
because
more.
the thing is, if it's a man, no, you fight. But if it's an AI, you cannot fight the AI. But AI will give you missions which are impossible. Like,
Yeah.
I think that when he opens the submarine and he goes inside, like, all nukes are there. So I think he had to fight it. He has to, cross all these levels to finally go and,
That's true,
put
that's
an
true.
end to it.
I think they might get things right in this one. Like I already get the sense that, and it's not like they got it very wrong in the last one. Last one was still decent, but it just didn't quite hit the mark as per the other Mission Impossible movies. So I think it still looks so good. And I like the fact that they were saying that they wanted to change the name from Dead Reckoning Part 2. Like there were rumors, because, and the Final Reckoning is a good creative choice where, you're still keeping Reckoning. So it still feels like a two-parter.
Or it could have been a last mission.
Nah. The Final Reckoning sounds actually really cool. So
Like Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious, the last one. Fast and Furious, the one after the last one.
But yeah, I'm stoked to see this. I'm actually really excited. Like, and it had a more somber feel to the trailer. So
It was like literally cut like an Endgame trailer where, every character, Avengers character, say that line. There was an idea, to bring together. So, and you see all those visuals come, and like all the lines from previous films.
that is interesting though. They showed many flashbacks to previous movies.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
it's not something they've done a lot of in the Mission Impossible franchise, like connecting everything.
I think it's a good time for me to start watching from first film because I haven't.
First one is
I've only seen
great.
from 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So,
So
I've not
the
seen first 3.
First one is great. Second one is the most Bollywoodest out of all. Like because John Woo directed
That's the
it.
one with the car.
The doves and all, like the second one you can watch it, but your mindset needs to be different.
I'm gonna watch it
That-
with my father because he has not seen any, so I'm gonna watch it one by one with him.
The first one is very very different because the director was very different. Like it's Brian De Palma, so the way they've shot it and all, like it's more
very
of a
grounded.
suspense. It's very grounded.
Yeah.
There's like a mystery suspense. So, there's a lot of action set pieces, obviously, but still, that's the tone in the first one. The second one is completely thrown out, and it's like I always feel like it's the most Bollywoodist of all. Like there's so
And
much
even
slow motion.
the third one feels a lot like Jason Bourne films. Like it doesn't feel like.
Third one, they brought it back. They brought J.J. Abrams to direct. This is his first film, actually. J.J. Abrams.
Okay.
It's his debut movie, and he, I think, did some TV show. Tom Cruise loved it, so he brought J.J. Abrams to do it. And the third is actually it's a little bit more emotional and very grounded.
Yeah.
They it's a complete 360 over second part. Like second part is just completely off. Then from fourth they sort of found their, I think,
Third is
tone.
considered the best.
Third is one of the best,
MI3.
but third is definitely one of the
Third,
best.
sixth, and fifth, I've heard people say.
Fourth is also pretty good. The Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
Ghost Protocol.
Oh yeah, fourth is.
I hate it
Fourth is
just for the
also
Anil Kapoor cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the climax
and
happens
that
in Mumbai.
and that epic garage
Car
with
park.
the hi-fi cars in Mumbai.
BMW garage, which doesn't exist in India.
That's
But
like
yeah,
too
that was
futuristic.
fun. That was fun. Yeah, but I still like four. Four, they sort of found their footing again. It's my alarm. I'm supposed to wake up now. But Rona woke me up early. But yeah, it's still.
We should do a
franchise.
ranking before the last one comes out. We'll do a
I
ranking.
think
for Mission
it has a
Impossible
very
10.
special place because in this day and age where you use a lot of CGI for effects and where there's not a lot of heart put into action scenes, bearing a few franchises, this one will always stand out, and I think it'll stand the test of time as well because of what they were able to achieve in like 8 movies across, keep pushing themselves, trying to find something different to do. I think there's definitely that art of a stuntman here. Like, you go back to the greats like Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee and all that. And, now you have this being done in a very different way. So that love for filmmaking, the love for storytelling in an action form is definitely there in this franchise. So I think I'll definitely miss it a lot. Like not getting a new Mission Impossible movie again. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they got a final entry to do something great. So.
Yeah.
I think Top Gun 3 is next for him. So let's see.
Yeah, that also might
There's
wrap that
also
franchise
some
up.
space movie that he was doing, like first film.
Yeah. What happened to
Action.
that?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I think
to that.
Lyman. I think he was directing.
Yeah. No
I
idea.
have no idea. But
That
guys,
could
if
be the
you
next.
we enjoyed the trailer, and if you did enjoy our video, check out the other one on the screen right now. Click on it, and if you enjoy that too, do like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Keeping out.